Hey, food adventurers! Welcome back to Discover Journey, where we explore the world's most fascinating culinary secrets. Today, we're diving nose first into something really special, the world's 8 smelliest foods. From fermented fish that can clear a room to eggs that smell like, well, you'll find out. Grab your nose clips and get ready for a journey that'll test your courage and maybe your gag reflex. Let's get stinky. Number 1. Kivak, the why stop at one dead animal? Special! Just when you thought things couldn't get weirder, Greenland's Inuit people said, "Hold my fermented seal." Kivak is what happens when someone decides to play culinary Tetris with dead animals. The recipe? Take one dead seal, remove most of the internal organs, but leave some fat, for flavor. Stuff it with up to 500 little birds called auks, whole, feathers and all. Sew it up and bury it under a rock for 7 months. When it's done, you squeeze the fermented birds out like some kind of apocalyptic toothpaste and eat them. It's traditionally served at weddings and birthdays, because nothing says, "I love you" or "happy birthday" quite like fermented birds in a seal carcass. The smell is, well, exactly what you'd expect from birds that have been decomposing inside another dead animal for more than half a year. But hey, in a place where fresh food is scarce, you get creative with your preservation methods. It's like a turducken went to the dark side. Number 2. Century egg, the ultimate zombie egg. Imagine taking a perfectly normal egg and saying, "Hey, let's make this bad boy wild." That's exactly what happened in China with the century egg. They wrap these eggs in a crazy cocktail of clay, ash, salt, and quicklime, basically treating it like a spa treatment from hell. After a few months, what emerges is something that looks like it belongs in a dragon's nest, gray and gelatinous with that signature sulfur and ammonia punch to the nose. Fun fact, people used to think these eggs were soaked in horse urine. While that's not true, the smell might make you wonder. Don't let the ghostly appearance fool you, though. It's considered a delicacy, often served with congee or as a fancy appetizer. Just hold your nose and embrace the dark side of breakfast. Number 3. Natto, the ninja of nastiness. Take some innocent soybeans, add some sneaky bacteria called Bacillus subtilis, and boom, you've got natto. This Japanese breakfast staple is like Mother Nature's attempt at making silly putty. When you try to eat it, it fights back with strings that would make Spider-Man jealous. The smell? Imagine if your gym socks started a cheese factory in your kitchen. But here's the plot twist, it's actually a superfood, packed with this fancy compound called pyrazine that keeps your blood flowing smoothly. The Japanese have mastered the art of making something smell like your worst nightmare while being incredibly good for you. It's like the ultimate don't judge a book by its cover of foods, except this book is slimy and smells like feet. Number 4. Hongo, the fish that makes you wish you had no nose. Picture this. You're in South Korea, feeling adventurous, and someone offers you some Hongo. "It's just fish," they say with a suspicious grin. But this isn't your regular sushi situation. This is a skatefish that never developed a proper bathroom system. No kidneys or bladder. Talk about evolution dropping the ball. So what happens? The uric acid just casually oozes through its skin. After fermenting for 2 weeks, it creates an aroma so powerful it could make a hazmat team cry. Walking into a Hongo restaurant is like playing "How long can you hold your breath?" The taste? Imagine licking a urinal at a gas station. That's what food critics say, not me. And the texture is chewy, because apparently the smell alone wasn't challenging enough. It's the ultimate "I dare you" dish of Korean cuisine. Number 5. Limburger cheese, the foot's best friend. Here's a fun fact that'll ruin your day. The bacteria used to make Limburger cheese, Brevibacterium linens, is the same one hanging out on your feet causing foot odor. Those clever Germans basically found a way to turn foot smell into a gourmet experience. This cheese is so potent it's been used as a plot device in old Charlie Chaplin movies. That's right, it's literally slapstick-level stinky. Imagine if your gym shoes gained sentience and decided to become a dairy product. The best part? People actually pay good money for this. It's like someone said, "You know what would make this sandwich better? If it smelled like I just ran a marathon." But apparently, if you can get past the aroma, it's actually quite mild tasting. Talk about the ultimate catfish of the cheese world. Number 6. Durian, the forbidden fruit of mass transit. Ladies and gentlemen, meet the only fruit with its own criminal record. Banned from hotels, airplanes, and public transportation across Southeast Asia, the durian is like that party animal friend who's not allowed in fancy establishments anymore. Picture a medieval weapon that mated with a fruit. That's what it looks like with its spiky armor exterior. But it's the smell that makes it legendary. Some say it's like eating custard in a recently used portable toilet. Others describe it as rotting onions taking a sweaty gym class. The smell is so powerful that animals can detect it from half a mile away, which makes you wonder who was brave or desperate enough to try it first. Despite all this, it's called the king of fruits, proving that even in the fruit world, power can go to your head. Celebrity chef Andrew Zimmern, who literally makes a living eating weird stuff, tried it and was like, "Nope." Number 7. Lutefisk, the Vikings' revenge. This Nordic nightmare is what happens when you let Vikings get creative with food preservation. Take some perfectly good whitefish, soak it in lye, yes, the same stuff used to unclog drains, and watch it transform into fish jelly. It's basically aquatic jello that smells like chemical warfare. The Norwegians traditionally serve this during Christmas because apparently they wanted to make sure Santa never comes back. The texture is so gelatinous that it can literally dissolve your silverware if you use the wrong type of metal. Think about that. It's a food so hardcore it eats utensils. The smell has been described as something that would gag a goat, which is impressive considering goats will eat literally anything. Yet somehow it's a beloved tradition, proving that nostalgia can override both taste buds and common sense. Number 8. Kusaya, the eternal fish sauce. Japan brings us kusaya, which literally translates to stinking fish. Points for honesty. But this isn't just any stinking fish. It's fish soaked in a special brine that's been passed down through generations like a smelly family heirloom. Some of these brines are over 100 years old. Imagine using the same bathwater for a century, but for fish. The brine is so precious that families treat it like a sacred soup stock, carefully maintaining it and passing it down to their children. "Here, honey, have some century-old fish juice." The smell has been compared to a dumpster behind a seafood restaurant during a summer power outage. But apparently, it tastes way better than it smells, which honestly isn't saying much. It's like the ultimate "it's an acquired taste" food, where the first challenge is acquiring the ability to be in the same room with it. And there you have it, brave explorers. 8 of the world's most challenging foods that prove one culture's stinky treasure is another's, well, still pretty stinky. If you've survived this smelly journey with us, you're ready for anything. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join our Discover Journey family. We've got plenty more wild culinary adventures waiting for you. Check out our street food series where we eat our way through Asia, or our Extreme Eats playlist if you're feeling particularly brave. Drop dish number comment below telling us which of these foods you'd actually dare to try. Remember, every like and share helps us bring more amazing food stories to your screen. Until next time, keep exploring, keep tasting, and most importantly, keep your nose plugs handy. See you on our next adventure.